It is in the history. The ship of Noah alayhi salam. Holy Prophet saying, Ahir Zaman is where is my Ahlul Bayt is. That is the ship of Noah alayhi salam. Sit and listen and show obedience, not disobedience. So for that reason, this is the opening. If anybody wants to show disobedience, see, they have no place here. They have no place around me. They have no place around me as a murid. They have no place around me as a son. They have no place around me as a daughter. They have no place around me as a wife. They have no place around me as a mother. They have no place around me as a father. If my father gets up from the grave, he will sit there and he will listen. I hope you understand some things. If you didn't, shake yourself up, because the wind is going to shake you. It just comes once in a blue moon, so I just have to shake you up a little bit. You are falling into your own egoistic ways. I will tell you what is it. So that is later. Everyone is trying to come up here. Nobody is saying anything to anyone. That's okay. Did you think that I'm driving along all that road? Maybe there is some people, maybe there is some students that they don't have no money and they want to be up here. Maybe I should put him next to me and I drive him up here. That I will be getting more blessing. No, you don't care. You don't think. You don't think. Because if you think, you will call Dergah. Don't tell me how I'm going to know. You will call Dergah and you will say, anything I can bring, anything I can do. You are not here yesterday. You are here every day, but as just tourists going and back and forth as a tourist. Nothing else. You didn't understand the reality of the ship of Noah alayhi salam yet. When are you going to understand? When it's going to start sinking? The ship is not going to sink, but you're going to. Some of you, I go out of my way to force you to buy some things up here. Yeah. For who? Not for me. For your own selves. Later I see they go doing things that they get too smart now. Later they go and they speak and consult with a kafir, and the kafir sells them the place that is posted already, because the kafir is not going to let them know to say, well, if you say this to the sheikh, sheikh knows definitely. He's not going to let you to buy this place. They are too smart. They become too smart, some. Sink in it. It's not my problem. But you didn't understand the reality. So your aim is dunya again. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose the dunya and you're going to lose the akhirat. Those that they think that they do something to this dergah, they should shake themselves up again one more time. One more time. Sheikh Maulana has more money than you, believe me. It takes only one phone call. Sheikh Maulana can buy the whole world. It takes only one word. I don't want nothing to myself. Put yourselves together. Don't give lectures around here. Don't make confusions. People who's making confusion, they are under the curse. Woman's making confusion, and the man's making confusion. Stop making confusion. People last time they make the confusion, they sink. They didn't listen to the prophets. They still sinking from that day. The waters, they're still swallowing them. From that day is continuing. You think you know too much. You don't know anything. That's showing that you don't know anything. The arrogance and ignorance is showing that you don't know anything. Because you got spoiled. Because you got somebody who doesn't want nothing from you. And you think that you're going to do something. You're not good for nothing. Once you understand that, you may become a tool for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to work with you for something. Otherwise, you're not going to be for nothing too. If you are thinking, well, we are doing all this prayer. We are Muslim. We don't need any of this. We don't need any of that. For your information, in a day like this, Hazreti Hussein radiallahu anhu have been slaughtered. Sit over there and leave everything as it is. Just push him in and leave it over there. Close the door. Leave it there. I said 1,000 times. If the king walks in, he's just going to sit when the sohbet is on. Because you're not getting it. You're not understanding it. Maybe one day you will, before Azrael is coming to you. That time you're going to pray for me. I don't need your prayers too, believe me. You pray or not, doesn't matter. You can do only favor to yourselves. Hazreti Hussein and most of his children and the grandchildren of Hazreti Ibn Abbas, the grandchildren of Holy Prophet, the children of Hazreti Hassan and Hussein, they all have been slaughtered in the day like this. Except Hazreti Hussein. You know by who? By so many other Muslims. That they were also claiming that they were Muslims. That they were praying 5 times a day. And they were running and rushing to each other saying, let's finish it quickly before the Zuhur finishes. That we will keep our Zuhur prayer. Wake up to yourself. Every one of you, you have something in your ego from Yazidis. Don't forget. Unless you cleaned it, unless you got rid of it. But I'm not seeing any yet. Because the selfish people, they cannot get rid of the Yazidis yet. Yazid was the selfish one. He only think about himself. That's what happened. And none of you women are any better than Hazreti Hassan's wife. That she poisoned him. None of you women is better than Hazreti Hawa. That she became reason for Adam to come out from paradise. None of you women is better than Prophet's wives. That they all got warning by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Put yourself where you belong and understand who you are and try to work to become a real believer. I mean, Allah tawfiq, this sohbet, this much is enough for you. This is not a sohbet. This is just the beginning. Worse is coming on the way. I keep on saying to you, day and night, worse is waiting for us. But nobody is taking seriously. Everyone running back to dunya again. You can do that. You can continue doing that. But you don't have too much time. Dunya is not going to help you. You're not going to find anything else to help you. If you lose the ship of Noah alayhi salam, you're not going to find nothing to help you. Your prayers are not going to help you. If you're thinking that I'm praying, it's not going to help you. Your prayers are for you. I tell you how much is going to help you. The prayers. So many thinking, my prayer is going to help me. There was a man, he has never missed his prayers. But he was always delaying it. He was always delaying it. And he passed from this world. And everything that he did good, he see that everything is shutting on his way. Doors are closing. And fire is coming from every side. This is Hadith from the Prophet ﷺ. Don't make no mistake. And last, he was screaming and saying, angels are taking him to draw him to the fire. Saying, I was keeping my prayers. And angels, they didn't listen. They brought him next to the fire, and they are taking their time, and he's suffering. Now he knows that there is nothing can help him. Then one angel appeared from the other side when he is really falling inside the fire, and pick him up. And he was so happy. He got saved. He burned a little bit. But then he turned around and says, who are you? He says, I'm your prayers. Because I am your prayers. He said, if you are my prayer, why you came so late? He says, because you always delay Allah's prayers. That's why. So sit down and calculate. Some of you who didn't pray all your life, now you're praying a couple of rakats and standing in front of me and dancing. Who am I? Nobody. Say to your Lord, calculate to see how much prayer you didn't pray. It's obligation to you, knowing or not knowing, accepting or not accepting. It's obligation to you from maturity age until you die, unless you are sick or you lost your mind. Otherwise, it's obligation to you. So sit down and watch, make your own calculation. Then that time, if you still can depend on your prayers, then I will kiss your hand. I don't depend on my prayers. I will start praying since 7 years of age. An obligation to me up to 15. But I cannot depend on my prayers too. So, put yourself together for your own sake, for your own self. Don't look to others. Look at yourselves. Look what you're doing, and not only what you're doing, why you're doing. Why you are doing. Look and understand. You're going to talk, you're going to say something, look what you're saying, and say to yourself, why am I saying this? Why? Why am I going to say this? That time, you will get something to your own self to understand maybe. Definitely the area will help you that time. Otherwise, the area then is lifted away from you. That's why you're sinking all the time. That's why no peace with you all the time. No peace. That's the sign showing that area has lifted his hand away. And if the angel of death is coming to you during that times, it's not a good way to pass from this world, believe me. So, inshallah Rahman, this will just make us to shake ourselves a little bit. You could say again, as you like again, but in the end, you're gonna like what you built yourself, or you're gonna cry what you have built yourself. Holy Prophet ﷺ went back and forth to Abu Jahil's door hundreds times, giving him invitation. Every time he was becoming more arrogant and stubborn. He didn't give up. He went back to him again. Back and forth. He became more arrogant and more stubborn. What do you think it happened in the end? Who win and who lost? That's the way he was thinking too. You want something from me. You want me to come with you? This way your community grows more bigger. That's why. And the Holy Prophet is saying to him, no, this is for you. For your own safety. For nobody else. You cannot do nothing to anybody except yourself. So accept this word. No, I know. I'm smart. He was also smart. 21st century people from 7 years old to 70 years old, they are very smart. Very, very smart. That's why nobody listens to anybody anymore. Nobody. Children, they don't listen to the parents. They don't listen to the teachers. Teachers, they don't listen to the principals. Nobody listens to nobody. Workers, they don't listen to their boss. The bosses, they don't watch the rights of the workers. The murids listen. But there are 2 ears. Put it one side and puts it out the other side, and they continue in their way again. That's not listening. That is worse. Words coming out, you are hearing, you're not keeping it to yourself. You're keeping yourself exception. When we sit down and say, Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim, BismillahiRahmanirRahim, may that no exception. The king will not be exception. And now on, that's how it's going to be always with me. Always, in and out, everywhere. So, think again. For yourself again. Not for me. For yourself again. So, I believe you are hungry now. You should eat something. And after that we will have the zikr. Isha time. Fatiha. Amen. Prepare. Those who knows what they're doing, prepare. Those who doesn't know, they should just sit and wait. You want the chair on there? Move that.